first run of the week done. We got 5 miles, 10:26 pace, average heart rate 153. It's kind of a frustrating run. I don't know why. I'm assuming I wore long sleeves today, and it ends up it's like low 60s out, I think. It felt chilly this morning when I packed it. I think that had something to do with it, because like what was frustrating was, and this might just be because I'm using my watch as my heart pace or my heart rate monitor, but I just would feel like I'm running so slow, so easy, breathing pretty easily, it felt like, and my like watch would like do the little do thing to like warn me that I'm out of my like aerobic heart rate. And I would look down and be like at 164, so I'd stop and walk, get my heart rate back down. I'd be like, all right, let's go a little slower, and it would do it again and again. I took my shirt off like a little over halfway, because I was like, well, maybe I'm just hot. Like maybe it's just because I'm running with long sleeves on and it's probably like too warm. Like I could have easily went short sleeve, but it was still doing it on the way back. I don't know, it just felt like I felt like my effort was way easier than my heart rate was showing. So I don't know, it was a little frustrating. It doesn't matter, because the effort I put out, like even my heart rate ended up averaging 153. So even by my watch's standards, it's fine. But what's frustrating is like, and this does not matter, what I'm about to say does not matter at all, and I understand that because I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, but I'm like trying to build my like aerobic base and stuff, and my heart rate, like this will come in, never mind, that one said base. What's been happening is like it'll tell you if it's like a base run or a tempo run, and I like seeing the little like training thing on here say like progressing or maintaining. And what's frustrating is like some runs it'll count it as a tempo run when I'm trying to do a base building run, and then it'll change from like maintaining to like declining or like overtraining, and I'm like, my heart rate average is like 150, and it'll tell me it's a tempo run, and I'm like, that just was not a tempo effort. It felt very light. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter, because I know it was a light run. I know it wasn't a tempo run. It's just frustrating when your watch lies to you like that. There's a little rant for you to start this video off. Wasn't even trying to do that, you know. I had 50 minutes to let it stew, so I think 2.5 minutes of me spewing what I was stewing is valid. Pretty intense speed work today. We got a mile warm up, and then 8 times 800 meters, so like half a mile at a 7:30 pace. So we're almost done with the mile warm up here. Not sure how much I'm gonna film, because I feel like once the 8 times 800 repeat starts, I'm gonna be dead, but we'll see. Definitely the hardest speed workout I've ever done ahead of me, so I'll fill you in. All right, speed work's done. Just finished it up, the 8th rep. Did pretty good target wise. I think I probably was closer to like 735, 737 average, so a little bit off, but definitely pushed myself. Now it's time for a mile cool down. It's Thursday now, 11 o'clock. Time for my lunch run. The speed workout on Tuesday ended up being great. Very hard workout, but finished it. It was like 6.23 miles, 9:15 pace. I felt good after. It sucked during, but felt good after. Got 5 miles easy today. I saw someone on Strava running this loop I want to try. So it looks like when I mapped it out, it looks like it's going to be 4.8 miles. So I'll get back to the car and have to run 0.1 out, 0.1 back, which won't be bad if it's accurate. It's in this neighborhood behind where I went to high school. So I'm going to start here on the Poplar Forest Trail, and then you basically run out and then through the neighborhood, and it brings you to Windhurst, which is like this, I don't know how to describe Windhurst. Just like a little, it's almost like downtown, but not downtown, if that makes sense. Like it's just this little road with a sidewalk, a bunch of shops. So it brings me to that, and then I'll be able to run back, and then the parking lot I'm in right now is right off of Windhurst. So we're going to try that today. Hopefully I don't get lost. Happy Friday, everyone. 12:16, a little lunch run, a little later than normal. Supposed to go 4 miles today. easy. My back's been really hurting me. I don't know what I did to it, but I did something to it. And running 5 miles yesterday, I don't know, it didn't help it. It kind of locked up a little after. So I think I'm gonna go 3 miles easy today instead, because I got 13 miles in the morning. I think I'm gonna go 3 miles super easy instead of 4 miles easy. So I'll just go really light and just see how the back's feeling. I'm gonna try to loosen it up before I run too. It's a rainy day at the trail here, so there's no one. But yeah, that's kind of the game plan. Just 3 miles, super easy run, and then see how we're feeling. Try to loosen the back up tonight, and then 13 miles in the morning. The kind of game plan will be, if my back's too tight tomorrow morning, I'll push it to Sunday morning and use tomorrow to really rest and get my back really where it needs to be. Because the long run's got to happen this weekend, and it doesn't hurt. This happened to me in the past with disc golf, so I don't think it's anything related to running. So I'm gonna just see, like, does running aggravate it, or is it just a disc golf injury and I'm fine? That's kind of what this run's about. So we'll get out here and see. Made a run update. About 0.9 left to go. Just ran up this hill. Cold and rainy makes for a really nice run. Heart rate's way easier to keep low when it's a temperature like, I think it's in the 50s right now and rainy. So much easier run. Back feels great, so should be good for 13 in the morning. I'm supposed to be doing a 13 mile long run right now. But it's ending it at 9.6 miles in for 2 reasons. One, I was gonna have to cut it short anyways because I guess I got up late. It didn't feel like I did. I thought I got out the door at 5:30, but I must have got out the door at like 5:50, and we have to be at church for my sister-in-law's baby dedication at 9, which is an hour earlier than normal. And so I was gonna get back at like 8 o'clock-ish, and then I had to give. I had to shower, Liz had to shower, we had to get Luca ready. But I also didn't have waffle like I normally eat before my long runs. I took a goo, my old goo before. I've never experienced such stomach discomfort on a run. So I had to call Liz, and she's coming to pick me up because if I keep running, I'm going to have to drop my pants and poop in someone's front yard. And we don't want to do that this morning. Welcome back to another week of marathon training. Yes, sir. Would it be a start to a video if Luca wasn't coming at me? Say hi, bud. Anyways, it's Tuesday morning. Yesterday we had a 5 mile easy run, and it was one of my strongest runs yet. I felt great. I don't know, I mean, I didn't do anything different. I ate pasta Sunday night, which was just like, not really thinking, I just ate it. So I don't know if that had anything to do with it, because I was like, maybe I had more carbs in my system than normal. But anyways, it was 5 miles at a 9:37 pace. You can see the watch too? Yeah. And average heart rate was 152. It's impressive, right? I'm impressed with myself. You aren't impressed? Luca wasn't impressed. So run felt really good. I have a really long speed work run today. I think it's gonna end up being 7 miles. It's a mile warm up, and then it's 3 miles at an 8:26 pace, and then it's a 3-minute rest, and then it's a mile, 2 sets of a mile at, I think, 7:30 pace, maybe 7, something like that pace, and then a mile cool down. So it's gonna be a long run. We'll see. I'm gonna try to get it in. I think we have to film quite a bit today. We're doing some Black Friday promo. What? You gonna tell them about your run? He's not running. I had to film some Black Friday promo stuff this morning, so it's gonna be a busy day, so I'll probably end up running at 3 instead of at lunchtime. But also this week's the Battle for Bedford, which means that I'm a tournament director this weekend. So I don't know how I'm gonna get my long run in. And if you watched last week's vlog, you know how last week's long run ended. So I think that what I'm gonna have to do is, it's gonna be 12 miles this weekend. I think I'm gonna have to do 6 miles Saturday morning and then 6 miles Sunday morning. So that I at least have 12 miles on my legs. I think it's my best alternative because I don't think there's a way for me to get 12 miles in before because I had to be in Bedford on Saturday, which is 30 minutes away. And I'm imagining the first tee time will be like 8, which means I have to be there by like 7:30, which means I have to leave here by like 7, which means I'd have to run the 12 miles at like 4:30. Not gonna happen. Don't think I've updated this vlog since pre-speed workout on Wednesday. The speed workout went great. It was intense. It was very long. I think it ended up being like 7 point some miles. But I did it. And I'm happy with it. I think it was 7 miles of work, 0.2 miles of rest, like just walking during the 2 rest periods. So it was good. It was brutal. Wednesday was the off day. Brody got in town Tuesday night, and he's been staying with us. So then Wednesday was the off day. We did a lot of filming. Thursday, we had to go film a practice round at Ivy at lunchtime, so I didn't get to run during lunch. Then worked a little bit late, and then immediately after work had dinner, put Luca down, and then we had like a staff game night, I guess you could call it. So I was like, you know what, I'll sacrifice my run to go to that. Must have ate something that I'm either allergic to or was bad there, because I basically just woke up middle of the night Thursday night at 12 a.m. threw up once, well, like one period of throwing up, immediately felt fine. I was like, that's weird. Do I have like a stomach flu? Went to bed, woke up this morning, felt completely fine, completely normal. I felt normal all day. So I don't know what the heck happened last night. If I didn't wake Liz up and tell her, I would think it was a dream. Because I went to bed feeling fine. I woke up feeling nauseous. That's why I'm thinking I ate something I'm allergic to. Because that's what happened when I had my allergic reaction. The one time I've had one, it was basically the exact same experience, except for that time I broke out in hives. This time I didn't break out in hives. So that's what I'm leaning towards, because as soon as I was done, I felt completely fine, slept good the rest of the night, woke up feeling fine today. Then I'm tournament directing the Battle for Bedford this weekend. So today on the docket was a 4-mile run, and I had to run Falling Creek, one of the courses. And so first tee time was like 11 something. I had to be at work at 7, so I went into work this morning, then went up there. Then I sent off the first card. Last card went off at 1:30. In my head, first card, if they take a 3.5-hour round, that puts them at like 2:30. And so my plan was, after I send off the last card at 1:30, I was going to have an hour to run. That was my game plan. The first card finished around like an hour and a half. They flew. And so then I had TD duties the rest of the day, tournament director duties the rest of the day. And so now, tomorrow my day starts at 8. I have to be at the course at 8. So I have to leave here like 7:30 and I have a 12-mile run. So what I'm planning to do, I'm not going to run today. I'm going to run hopefully 6 miles in the morning and then hopefully 6 miles Sunday morning. That's the plan. Are you making faces at yourself? You got a boogie on your cheek, bud. That's gross. And that's the plan. And, you know, at the end of the day, after this week, I should be, like, able to hit. I have nothing going on the weekends, nothing super, like, time-consuming until race day, as far as I know right now. And so 1 week where if I get the 12 miles in, then that would put me at 5, 7, 12, 24 miles this week. It wouldn't be too bad. Need to put a bow on this, what is I think is now going to be a 2-week-long vlog. This is hopefully it of marathon training being interrupted by something. This weekend was the Battle for Bedford. I ended up getting the 6 miles in on Saturday morning, 5 a.m. run. I didn't get 6 miles in on Sunday, so I ended up only running 18 miles last week. I think I missed, you're all right, bud. I missed close to like, I missed 6, 10, 15 miles of running, I think, that I was supposed to do. It's okay though. Gotta have some grace with it because, you know, life isn't always, I'm not going to always be able to prioritize running. So fortunately, that was the last big thing on my calendar until the marathon. From now till then, there's a lot of work stuff, but this should be all happening within my normal routine. So I can get back to lunch runs. I can get back to just meeting my goals, Saturday long runs, all that fun stuff. So we should be through the rough part. And now we get to the rough part of training when the miles really start ramping up. So I'm exhausted. It was a long weekend, but it was good.